Hey there, I'm Josh Paulison, one of the programmers at Archmage Rises, and today we're going to be talking about the world generation system. Now, Tyler's been working on world generation for quite a while, and it's looking, I have to say, really fantastic. I'm really excited to be exploring these worlds, and I hope that you're going to be excited as well. So, first off, you'll see on the screen that we've got our lone character here, nothing around. Let's actually generate a world, and let's talk a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes. So, here's a world. And we can go bigger, and we can go smaller, and we have hooks in there so that we can end up having different styles of world generation in different ways that it will look over time. We've got quite a bit going on here, so let's talk about it a bit. First off, of course, we've got the whole world filled with and surrounding the island with water, or surrounding the mainland. We've got these little islands off to the side that you can end up exploring. We've got changes between different environment types. We've got deserts transitioning into grasslands. You can see that there are these transitioning colors, and so the environment is actually shifting over here. You can see that over here we've got, what type of environment is this? Okay, we've got the grasslands. Over here we've got some bog, we've got some mountains, we've got then going into deserts, some lakes in the middle. We've got a lot of different environments with different transitions between each other. We've got some cracks in the ground here where you can end up looking for different resources like diamonds. I believe that red diamonds, you can only get them there, which are used for very powerful spells. And this is a much more interesting world to explore than before. Before it was a lot more random, and now it's the best kind of random, which is randomness with purpose. So I'm going to generate a few other worlds and talk a bit more about what we've got going on here. So whenever you play the Archmage Rises, you can end up doing a few different things. So one of the things is that you can generate a new world, but also you have the option to choose a world that you had previously generated and start from there. So you could play multiple characters from the same world. Now, they're not existing in the same world per se. It's not that they all exist in the same timeline, but you can see a similar world, you can have a familiar feel while then playing a new character and seeing how your life turns out, doing things a little bit differently. And so, as I mentioned, we've got a lot of different levers, and so over time we're going to see if we can expose some of those, which would be very exciting because that would give you a lot of different possibilities and a lot of potential for different things here. And we're having some conversations around a few different things. Like, you'll notice that the trees of the forest look a little bit funky right now. They're all this kind of crown shape, but over time we're going to be improving that. And yeah, I'm really excited to explore these worlds, and I hope that you are too. It's been really cool seeing what Tyler's been cooking here. And I'm also going to jump over to the title screen, and I'm going to show you our current world selection screen and world generation screen. Now, I do want to warn you that these were made by programmers who were looking to finish programming tasks. And I say that because the UIs exist. They could be a lot nicer, and we will over time improve their looks a lot. So here's what we've got right now for our world selection screen. So right now you can see that we've got two different worlds here. We can select them, and then we'll be able to see some additional info here. We can set a few different settings at this point as well. We can set the combat difficulty, NPC predisposition, type of start location, which we'll look at allowing as an unlock over time. So you could have different types of starting locations, whether that's a small village or perhaps a larger bustling city. And then you can also generate new worlds. So here you've got a new name that you can set. You can set a seed. You can randomize your seed or choose a random name. You can change the size of the world. You can end up changing the map type of building. So right now we've got continents, a lonely mountain in the middle, and islands. And we're going to be looking to make more of those available over time. That's something that would be more so an update sort of thing. But we're really looking forward to providing you exciting, expansive worlds to explore in. Because up till now, it's been a lot of randomness, but not a lot of purposeful randomness. And that's one of the big things that we really wanted to bring here, was a world that could feel more alive, a world that feels more dynamic. And as we're talking about that, actually I'm going to go back to our world generator tool, and I'm going to show you something else. So I'm not going to jump into generating the world inside of the game and showing you that piece, because there's not really anything new to see there. We've got some plans for improving that kind of feel and that kind of setup, but right now it would basically be the history screen that you saw on one of the earlier updates. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to generate another map. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pass time. Now, right now we do have some balancing that we need to do. Right now the world is a little too moist over time, but you see how there's all these deserts, you see how there's all these mountains. So I'm going to zoom out, and let's see what happens to this world over the course of, let's say 2 years. And again, this is going to be a bit faster than it should be in final, but I'm going to pass a bit of time here. All right. You can see that the whole world shifted, and we got all of these rivers coming around. Again, too much water. Too much water. And we've got a few graphical glitches we'll be working on. But as you can see, over time, the environment will shift with all of the different weather patterns. It will shift with different moisture levels. And so this allows us to get a different kind of feel or an experience in the world that will shift. And of course, as the mage, you can end up casting different spells that could change the way that that the world develops. You could dry out areas, you could add moisture to different areas. Right now, yeah, it's a bit too moist, but we're going to be working on those pieces. And we're excited to see that the world can be dynamic and can shift with the different systems that we put in place. And we're really looking forward to getting those into your hands as well. So hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And also a reminder to check out archmagerises.com and to head over to also our Steam forums and our Steam page. And if you haven't already, please wish list us on Steam. It lets us know that we've got more people interested in checking this out. And it also lets you get involved in our forums. You can end up checking them out and you can get more information, ask us questions directly. We'd love to help you out or answer any questions you've had. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care.